These are your morning church notes. Join us for our first Sunday communion service on Sunday, March 2nd at 9:30 a.m. And for those who will be worshiping with us virtually, you can come by the church office Monday through Thursday from 9 to 2 p.m. to pick up your communion cup. Then we'll take communion together, both in person and virtually, as one body of Christ. For more information, contact Deacon Fred McElrath at 334-531-0618. Attention Pilgrim Rest High School members of the class of 2025. We want to celebrate you at our annual baccalaureate service on Sunday, April 27th at 9:30 a.m. Graduating high school seniors who are members of Pilgrim Rest are encouraged to call the church secretary at 334-265-1807 to submit your name and receive instructions to submit your photo. All names and photos must be received by March 23rd to be included in our service. For more information, call the church office at 334-265-1807. Applications are now being accepted for the Pilgrim Rest Missionary Baptist Church Academic and Leadership Scholarship. Applications are available in the church office or can be sent via email by calling the church office at 334-265-1807. Applicants are responsible for submitting a complete application that includes recommendations by school officials. Incomplete applications will not be accepted. Applications must be received by mail or submitted to the church secretary or any member of the scholarship committee by Sunday, March 23rd. This deadline will not be extended. Please note that any applications that are received after the deadline will not be considered. Applications for the Thomas McGee Scholarship and the Walter and Blanche Thomas Scholarships are now also available by calling the church secretary. Applications for these scholarships must be postmarked and mailed to the address listed on the application by the March 23rd deadline. Scholarship recipients will be named during our annual baccalaureate service on April 27th. For more information, please contact Elwanda Penn at 334-220-1554 or Carolyn Thomas at 334-328-1945. Pilgrim Rest celebrates Black History Month. People of purpose, building a life, a nation, and a legacy. Renowned Black educator and inventor George Washington Carver once said, "Education is the key to unlock the golden door to freedom." Historically, Black educators have played a critical role in shaping the lives of students by serving as positive role models, fostering a sense of belonging, and acting as a vital source of support and affirmation for Black students. Dr. Martha Lee Williams Petway is a visionary educator with 30 years of experience unlocking the potential of some of our brightest African American minds. From an Upward Bound coordinator, Director of Admissions and Recruitment at Alabama State University, Principal at Resurrection Catholic School, to her leadership as a Director of Adult Education at Trentham State Community College. The seeds for service were planted in her from her youth. When she joined Pilgrim Rest in 1992, her heart led her to volunteer with the Ellis Youth Choir and Youth Department. She went on to serve as the Youth Director for several years, a role she cherished and innovated by giving youth experiences to travel, learn, and grow culturally and spiritually. After her tenure, she started the college ministry at Pilgrim Rest, recognizing, as many Black educators do, that support, encouragement, strong spiritual connection, and community involvement were important keys they would need to succeed academically. In 2010, she carried out her vision to create College Sunday, a special event that for the past several years has drawn thousands of college students from around the state and recognizes deserving students with scholarships and other recognition. Her strong faith in God, her professional and academic accomplishments, and her commitment to giving students the tools they need to thrive and give back are the legacy she has built, and thus continuing the important role of the Black educator. Civil rights leader Medgar Evers served in the U.S. Army during World War II and became a key figure in the NAACP, fighting for desegregation and voting rights in Mississippi, where he was tragically assassinated by hate. Evers was one of many Black leaders who were also American patriots, who were willing to fight on the front lines to protect and preserve the ideas of democracy abroad and fight for equal rights here at home. Retired Chief Master Sergeant Zach Buckner served 24 years in the U.S. Air Force, working to promote those same values while stationed in Japan, Vietnam, Thailand, and at the American Embassy in Cairo, Egypt, before retiring at Headquarters Air University at Maxwell Air Force Base in 1988. Though his military career ended, Chief Buckner understood that the greatest fight yet was for our youth. So again, he went to the front lines, this time using the education, knowledge, and skills and discipline cultivated by his military service to fuel his desire to build future leaders. He became an Air Force Junior ROTC Aerospace Science Program instructor at Robert E. Lee High School and held that position for 24 years. At the time of his retirement, he held the distinction of being the longest-serving Air Force Junior ROTC instructor in the country, opening the door to scholarship opportunities and military careers for countless high school students. He then turned his focus to social action and community service. Just like one of his heroes, Medgar Evers, he has dedicated this season of his life to protecting the vote and other important freedoms through his leadership of Pilgrim Rest Social Action Ministry. He also has service to a host of civic boards, community action committees, and organizations, including Leadership Montgomery, Montgomery County Democrat Executive Committee, the 2016 Democratic National Convention, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, and most recently serving as president of the Montgomery Education Retiree Association. His faith and contributions to the community and his continuing fight for voting rights furthers the rich legacy of Black excellence in military service and service to his fellow man. For more than 300 years, the Black Church in America has provided a safe haven for Black Christians in a nation shadowed by the legacy of slavery and a society that remains defined by race and class. During the tumultuous 1950s and 60s, Black churches, especially those in the South, were the backbone of the civil rights movement, from holding mass meetings, serving as meeting points for rallies and marches, and providing much-needed motivational, physical, moral, and spiritual support. The Black Church and its ministers gave the community strength, hope to endure, to achieve the victories, and continue the struggle to protect our civil rights. Whether preaching, teaching, or singing, Pastor Walter E. Ellis continues this rich tradition of dynamic, progressive leadership in the Black Church. Pastor Ellis, who became the 9th pastor of Pilgrim Rest on October 22, 1980, uses the pulpit to advance biblical truths while galvanizing the Pilgrim Rest family and community around the moral and social issues impacting our cities, state, and nation, and calling us to action. Every Sunday, Pastor Ellis serves as a unifying voice that reaches more than 2,000 in-person attendees and online viewers each week. Like the great ministers of the gospel before him, he remains committed to justice, echoing Amos 5:24, until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. Know your history and be proud. People of purpose, building a life, a nation, and a legacy. Thanks for your continued support of Pilgrim Missionary Baptist Church and our online streaming service. Your gifts make it possible for us to impact the world and our community for Christ. For in-person worshipers, you can place your tithe and offering envelopes in any one of our offering boxes located at the entrance of the sanctuary at the beginning and end of service. You can also give by using the GiveLapply app, the easiest way to give, through our website at pilgrimrestmbc.org, by PayPal using the email address pilgrimrest1550@gmail.com, through the Cash App at PRestMBC, or you can mail your gift to 1550 East Washington Street, Montgomery, Alabama 36107, or you can deliver your gift in person to our church office Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., on Fridays from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., and on Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. For those who need special assistance, you can call the church office at 334-265-1807 or contact any deacon or trustee at 334-322-5209 to conveniently schedule pickup of your gift. For more information, call the church office at 334-265-1807 or connect with Pilgrim Rest on Facebook, YouTube, or our website. Thanks for your continued faithfulness and have a blessed week.